Hello and good evening, everyone. We are back with another session of Rise of the Runelords. Last week, everybody decided that the play was to go knock on the door of the Seven Sawmill. There was a bit of planning done beforehand. When you guys arrived, you sent Edge and Dino around to the back to check for any signs of occupancy, whereas Cade went downstairs and found a few of the cultists inside. They then ran back upstairs, and then you all grouped up together and engaged. The cultists basically came at you in waves. You all made relatively short work of each one. There were some particularly effective attacks, such as Jareem stabbing a guy and killing him in one blow, and then dumping him into the river. There was Dino pouncing on a whole group of them and taking out 3 in one round.
Nice.
But when all was said and done, the final wave, which was a couple of cultists and the corrupt elf justice Ironbriar, showed up. You guys took out his henchman real quick and then dealt with him. He proved to be a bit of a tough nut to crack with all the armor he was wearing. He also got one over on Dino by dispelling his wild shape. But you guys successfully managed to take him alive, and you tried a few different methods to break the enchantment that he was under. Jareem used a couple of dispels that failed. You then sent Edge into the city to try and find someone with casting capabilities to dispel this charm on him. Edge returned with a wizard who was a friend of Billivan, who owns a shop in Magnamar. This wizard took him about a handful of tries to finally dispel the charm effect, which made Ironbriar a bit more lucid and able to be communicated with. He expressed a lot of anger towards Zanisha, who is the sort of mastermind behind all of the Sandpoint murders and who has been pulling the strings of the Brothers of the Seven. Ironbriar told you a fair amount of what she can do, where she's holed up in, what sort of extra forces that she has at her disposal. While a lot of this was going on, Dino went up a ladder into a trapdoor, which led to a rookery where there were some caged up ravens. Dino turned into a raven himself and communicated with them for a little bit. They agreed to show him where the quote-unquote Snake Lady Tower is in exchange for their freedom. So once that was taken care of, they flew to the north, dipping underneath the Irespan and landing upon the Shadow Clock, which is a large, ominous-looking clock tower situated, like I said, beyond the Irespan in Magnamar. Let's see. Did I forget anything?
Damn.
Did I forget anything? I don't think I did. Oh, you guys collected a whole bunch of loot. You basically you stole all of Ironbriar's shit, including weapons, armor, potions, various other wand, some other provisions that he takes with him.
Not
Cade's very
stealing,
happy
it's
that they're
rightfully
shining.
ours.
And you also looted a sort of a locker inside of his workshop, which contained a few different books. There was a spell book. There was a fairy tale book that definitely is not for kids. And finally, and most importantly, there was a book written in characters of 3 different languages,
Oh.
being Elven, Draconic, and Infernal.
I gotta pick my languages.
The wizard, yes, you got to pick one more language. The wizard that was brought along to dispel the charm on Ironbriar, assisted by translating all of the Infernal that he found within the coded book. He handed that off to you, and with the knowledge that between the rest of you, pretty much Ursula and Kat, you guys, the 2 of you know the remaining 2 languages and can begin working on cracking the code, so to speak. This wizard basically he took a little bit of gold for his troubles, and he made sure that you guys sort of kept quiet about his involvement in all of this. He basically gave you the "I was never here" spiel.
But, hey, it worked for us. We were never there either.
It's a fair point. But where we left off was you all, you now know who the real culprit is. You have some damning information about Ironbriar himself that is going to take a few days to sort of decode everything, but that's available for you guys as well. You have a whole bunch more loot, and I totally forgot what I was going to say last, but that's okay. So we're going to pick up from the aside from the trapdoor, of course, the top floor of the 7 Sawmill, which is the workshop. Dino, still in Raven form, has sort of flown away. He is relatively close to the Shadow Clock itself. So you guys are missing him, but everybody else is... Oh yeah, and Ironbriar's dead, by the way. I gotta mark that off. You guys, what the hell is happening? Roll 20.
Yeah, it's a trip and a half lately.
Let me test something right now, because it said unable to do something from the server. So let me just. Okay, yeah, I need to refresh.
I love Roll20 doing Roll20 things.
Yeah, I decided, let me just do like a D20 roll to figure out if I actually have to do something here, and yeah, it didn't work, so.
Of course. I'm making soup.
But while I'm waiting for that to load back up again, what do you guys want to do?
I saw that painting, but pretty sure that's the heaviest thing I'm carrying.
Oh, actually, yeah, maybe we should get rid of those first, and then it would be wise for us to stock up on potions and rations or whatever we need.
While you're all talking about it, you just see Cade like shuffling all in the corner and just like literally ripping their rosewood armor off and just like dropping the mithril armor on and just kind of like dancing around and being like, "Hey."
Cade's
I have my underclothes on, but yes, Cade is stripping their armor off to put new armor on that I just ripped from a dead body that I had prestidigitation.
Yes, so Cade
Don't mind me.
Is wearing a mithril chain shirt.
Damn.
I can carry more shit. I can sell my rosewood armor. What? Let's go, guys.
Not
You
anymore,
puny
you ripped
little
it off.
mesmer wrist. Oh. Jesus. I love fucking twigs at the ground.
Yeah, I mean it's mostly intact. It's not like it's not like it's in shambles or anything.
I know. I just realized that I definitely just wasn't paying attention. Totally
You're lucky
broke
that Raven Dino has bending.
Raven Dino also isn't there.
I'll get to it eventually, whenever I get back.
All right.
So Kate suggests that we should try to leave here without being seen, considering, well, that mess that we left. And other than that, I'd say let's get rid of the stuff encumbering us and continue on. See if we can find any more information about Zanisha, or find any of the people that you find so despicable, Dina.
I'm sorry, little one, but I'm not there.
Yeah, Dino is not back yet, but
Um,
yeah, you guys did leave about a dozen dead bodies in the mill. So
so Kate spins
We
around
should all
realizing
leave one at
Dino
a
is
time.
absent.
So that we're not being suspicious leaving as a group with a bunch of dead bodies.
Could we not just chuck them into the mill and then just call it a day?
Oh my god, Molly, please.
well, there's a few different ways to do that. You could throw them in the log splitters. You could throw them in the water wheels. You could just throw them in the river.
Which one basically?
But the question
makes
is,
them
how
turn them into
evil
pulp
are you going to
and less
go?
than pulp?
How evil are you gonna go?
I mean, they're dead. We can't do anything to them.
He does make a fair point.
Oh, I know how the fairy tale book dream has that thing.
But all right, yeah. So you guys go ahead and you dispose of the bodies however you choose.
That was the most discreet.
Okay. Discreet. Well, the machinery is all on and running, so I honestly don't think it matters.
But I mean, discreet in the sense that no one will bother looking.
Oh, okay.
Like we cleaned up well, essentially, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say you probably just throw them on the log splitters then.
Sounds like a plan. Kate just kind of just starts yeeting bodies and just like every once in a while when blood splatters, starts cleaning it off with a prestidigitation and just being like, well, by the time we're done, the thing won't look like there is meat gone through it, at least until you get towards the bottom. But that's not visible right away.
It's not our problem right now. For now, we have to move on.
All right. So let's make this easy. Actually, I don't even have to copy paste everything because you guys are all still on the map of the city. So go there. Big chomper. Okay. So, having exited the 7 Sawmill, you guys find yourselves on Kyver's Islet, which is in the Ordelia district. It is, let's see, the amount of time it took you guys to take care of everything. I mean, it's probably in the afternoon. The sun is shining. It's not particularly warm given the time of year, but still, overall it's a nice day. So where to?
Well, for stars, I gotta get back.
Right.
Yeah.
So yeah, Dino would have been. Let's see. Dino would have been over. I'm gonna put you where it's actually pointing to. So Dino would have been like up there. So yeah, he would be.
I knew there was a good reason to hate the docks.
Yeah, so Dino would be flying. Once he clears the Iron Span, he'd be flying up out of the Underbridge district, over the sea where the river flows out into. And yeah, it would take him a few minutes to make it back over to everybody. But Dino, as you approach, you see everybody outside of the mill, looking like they're all ready to move on to whatever they have planned next.
I shout at him, hey, bird brain.
I'm just gonna go and land on Kate's head.
I swear to God, if you shit on me.
Can't make the
Kate's like-
fart noise.
Gross.
Cage literally just tries to like yeet you off the top of my head, just like.
Right. Do we need make any preparations before we head over there? Do we need curatives and such?
I could use
I'm gonna
some
speak in
potions.
dinosaur saying, go where?
To the Shadow Clock.
Well, I think we should probably help Ursula out with carrying that giant painting she's got strapped to her back. But other than that,
No, I've done it before.
Kate just
Yeah,
kind of
next-
looks and goes,
next-
"Okay, fair. I'm
Next,
kind of
I'm gonna
wimpy when it comes to
fly,
carrying
and I'm
shit."
gonna land on Urslin's head now.
Yeah, so Edge grabs a painting and helps out with trying to
Don't
find a spot
touch
to
my
sell.
painting. I got it.
I-
Ursula likes to bring paintings with her to fight big baddies. I guess you know it.
No, I like to find paintings from the big baddies and then sell them for big monies.
The blood that splatters on the paintings builds character.
That too.
It's cool. We
Yeah,
oh, you know what?
as I land on Urslin's head, I'm gonna speak in dinosaur. Now, who's the money going to?
Well, being since I would have been the only one that wanted the painting, me.
I'm
I mean,
not gonna like peck her. I'm just gonna like tap her like with my foot and saying, that's not what we agreed.
No, what we agreed is any paintings I find belong to me, and the money I've procured belongs to me. That was the agreement. And any money we find, we split.
Last time I checked, we agreed that since you make so much money for your enchanted stuff, we make money for other people get enchanted stuff.
But that wasn't the agreement. You said that any paintings I find, I can have.
Kate just kind of
At
slaps
the,
her face
at
and
the
looks
last
and goes,
mansion we went to.
We did say the specifically paintings that she could have. Everything else she has to share, but we did admit paintings were hers." Kate just is saying it through a face palm. Why we did that, I don't know, but we did it.
I don't know. Why you guys did that either. Like, these paintings can go for like
We said
$300.
she could have the paintings at that haunted mansion. We said nothing about permanent paintings.
You said paintings. I'm going word for word on what you said. I get all paintings. I don't even know how much this one is worth. Can I appraise it?
Yeah, go ahead and make
So
an
that sounds
appraise
good.
check.
I'm not going to tell them how much I know it's worth if I do well on the appraise check. Well, I don't know how much it's worth. It's fine.
Yeah, you're not sure. This it looks like it's worth a fair amount of money, but you can't really come up with a specific number.
Who would I go to about making some respirators for the party?
Respirators?
Yeah, just in case I have to, press the button and detonate that mold bomb.
Oh,
I
okay.
see.
Well, you could always try your hand at making it yourself, or
Does your mold bomb count as disease? The effect that it produces.
with the stuff that he harvested from the misgivings, yeah, that would definitely be a disease effect.
My guess is that the
Cure it.
artist collector or a person to buy something would be in Keystone, right?
Well, I mean, there's merchants all over the place in the city that might be interested in those, but let's see. Keystone has. Let's see here. I should probably open up more than just the thing that I wrote. Let's see here. Keystone. Here we go.
My dog is losing her shit right now.
You're actually, your best bet might even just be within the Ordelia district itself. There's stuff like Billivan's store. He might be interested in buying. I don't know about the paintings, but he might be interested in buying some of the things that you've taken. There's pugs. I mean,
I just imagine just literally like a field of pugs, like the dog just running around, being like, "Yep, we sell only that."
I mean, the capital district is probably a good bet as well. That's where a lot of the guilds and more of the tradespeople operate. There's like the jewelers guild. There's like a stoneworkers guild. There's a goldsmiths guild. There's carvers. I mean, carvers and sculptors. They might be interested in some artwork like that. So you got options.
Alright, well, I guess I'll just go to the first place that looks like they would buy the painting.
All right. So yeah, that would probably take you. Let me just check one more thing, just to see if that would be anything in one of the other districts on the way. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay, so yeah, that would have taken you into the capital district. You find a small sort of artwork shop that is right next to the Carvers Guild. There are a number of paintings, sculptures, reliefs, other pieces of artwork that are lining all of the walls, either on shelves or hung there. You are greeted by an older human woman who sees you carrying this painting, and she doesn't get too good of a look at it as you're carrying it in, but she seems interested, and she says, "Oh, welcome to my shop. This is a nice surprise. What do we have here?"
I've procured this painting and I would like to know how much you're willing to buy it for.
Well, then let's take a look. And she looks it over, sees that it's a very striking display of the domes and sort of the city just carved out of the frozen waterfall. And she looks it over and she says, "This is a fine work. How does 200 gold sound?"
There.
Oh, well, that was easy. And she goes and
I don't even know how much it's supposed to be worth. I'll take what I could get.
she goes and gets you the money, hands it to you in a small bag, and she says,
Take 100 of the gold and then I put the rest in the bag and I let the party have the bag. 100 gold. Here. Since I it's still a work. Yo, they were just gonna leave that painting.
I'm just gonna face swing and say, you know what? She's learning. Since I'm in bird form, no one has to hear that.
Should this woman also buy the other things that I procured? Or is it just paintings for this one?
"What else did you want to sell?"
Crystal decanter.
Yeah, maybe she'd look at it. She looks it over and she says, "Well, this isn't something that I could probably resell, but this would be quite a nice piece in my own home." She's gonna do a little appraise on that. Okay. She looks pretty happy after her closer inspection of the decanter. She says, "This is worth 300.
Okay. Didn't think it'd be worth that much.
Hands you another bag. full of the gold coins.
I'll take half and give the rest of the party to split. So again, I'm carrying all this shit and selling it and doing all the hard work.
All right, so that's 150 for
I
you.
offered to sell it, and you told me not to.
I told you not to take it away from me.
I'm just gonna fly on top of Edge's head and I'm just gonna say in Raven form, yeah, she does that a lot.
I told you not to take it away from me.
I was trying to help you. Whatever.
Trust
Let
doesn't
me
come
see,
easy.
100.
It'll be 150 and plus 100, so it's 250 for you guys divided by 5. Which I believe is
50 gold each.
yeah. Which is carry the one.
And now I'm just gonna tap on Edge's head and say, so do you know where she is or not?
I understand what he's saying.
Kate just kind of looks around and goes, "Can I get rid of this rosewood armor somewhere?"
What is? It's chainmail, right?
The rosewood?
No, it's armor that's made out of like
Vines
and
like,
wood, and it has to be. It actually has to be almost like
watered every day.
Every day, yeah.
Like with fresh water or just any water work.
I've just been lucky to live in a place every night where we've been have access to water. So whenever Kate goes to bed, that's just was part of the routine.
Really, any sort of like clean water would work. As far as where to go to sell something like that, the older woman says, "Oh, head down to Beacon's Point, over near the Smith's Guild. There will be stores there that would take a look at this."
Kate nods their head and says, "Thank you for that information." And then kind of jumbles, like, goes through their bag, trying to see if there's anything that they would actually be able to sell here. And just kind of shrugs and goes, "Okay, no."
All right. So we're heading that way then.
Ooh.
There's a jeweler along the way. I'll do a look these.
All right. Let's see over here. There we go. Down there. So the jeweler is going to be.
I mean, I'll let Cade do her thing first, and if possible, I'll slip away while they're all paying attention to Cade.
I look at everyone and go, "Does anyone have rope?"
Rope?
I do. What?
Kate just kind of goes and drops a thing of rope in front of everyone and goes, "Because this thing is fucking 10 pounds, and I'm apparently a wimp. I'm going to sell that too."
Why do you always carry rope?
I'm gonna bird slap her.
I look
never
over at
get rid of rope.
Urzulin. I look at Urzulin because I go like, okay, I can. Ooh, I'm just so mad at you, you little fucking chicken nugget. I swear to God, slap me one more time.
So, point of order: the League of Jewelers is also in the Capital District where you just were. So, let's do that first.
Well, I guess I could get directions to where they're going.
You're gonna split off then.
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, Urzulin, you split off, and you say about there, and you make your way over to the League of Jewelers. As you enter, there are a few different. You can sort of like see into the back of the place. There are a few different gem cutters that are working on some various pieces. They kind of separate their sort of like display areas by kind of by color of the gemstone. So you'll see like, you know, rubies and garnets in one area, for example, sapphires and other blue gems in another. Then there's emeralds and peridots and topaz and all over the place. You are greeted by an elven man. Looks to be fairly old, but he looks good for his age. He he approaches you. He's wearing like a full like blue noble looking outfit, and he says, "Well, hello there. Welcome to the League of Jewelers. What can I interest you in today?"
So I have these, and I pull out the 3 uncut diamonds.
Well, no, they've been cut. They just weren't cut very well.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
That's okay.
I thought they were uncut. Well, then they're uncut because they weren't cut very well. I asked him how much would you buy these for?
He looks at them and he immediately just says, "Well, I'd love to know who cut these so I could give them a piece of my mind. This is all wrong."
A woodworker cut them.
Those darn woodworkers. They really need to just stay in their lane.
What I want to do is give you 2 of them. Basically, sell them to you for the price of you cutting at least one of them properly for me and fastening them into either a necklace or a bracelet or a ring that could be enchanted.
That's an interesting request. Well, I'm sure we can arrange something.
So just think of it, you cut one properly and you could do whatever you want with the other 2.
Okay, well.
And from the looks of everything around here, I feel like you could do these diamonds much more service than the woodworker did.
Well, that
yeah.
certainly can. Now, what are these worth to you?
I don't. I never dealt with diamonds before. Obsidian, onyx, other gems, yes, but not diamonds. So I don't know how much they would be worth.
He's like really thinking it over.
Basically, my deal is I'll give you all of them as long as you can cut one of them for me. So basically, I'm selling them to you for the price of you cut one and fasten it into any type of jewelry you want, and you give that to me, as long as it can be enchanted or possibly enchanted. Enchantment's not like necessary, but it would be a perk. I'm not asking you to enchant it. I just want it to be able to be enchanted.
Well, he looks at each one of them much more closely to try and see which one would be the most suitable. He says, I'll give you 300 gold, and I can make something out of at least one of these, and I can certainly do some service to these other 2.
Like I said, with the other 2, you can do whatever you want. You could sell them to a rich, fancy elf if you want.
Okay, sounds good to me. And so he takes the one that he likes most or deems the best and pockets it, and then he holds on to the other 2, runs to the back of the shop, returns to you with some money, the 300 gold that is, and he says, I could probably have something with this done by tomorrow night, if you wouldn't mind coming back.
No problem. I'll see you there.
All right, sounds good. Now, for the rest of you,
Well, because they left without me, I was like, oh, by the way, how do I get to where am I going?
you're going to.
10 o'clock?
Well, no, everyone went to Beacon's Point, where you guys are looking for the shops near the Order of Smiths. So
I guess I'll just ask how do I get to the Order of Smiths.
he basically, the jeweler shopkeep, pretty much, he grabs a small piece of parchment and kind of just like scribbles out some directions and hands it to you.
Alright, sweet. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, have a nice day.
And I make my way over to the group that's probably already doing their thing.
Yeah, so everyone else makes it over to Beacon's Point. So some of the sites that you see on the way in terms of shops, there's the Butchers Union. There are several guilds, including the Carpenters Guild, the Dung Sweepers Guild, which is street cleaners and sewer workers. There is a locksmith guild. You find the Order of Smiths. You find something called the Outcast Fishery, which is sort of like a union of the city's fishermen. There is another place called the Rope Works. And that building is notable because of how tall it is. It's a 5-story building. It's one of the tallest in Beacon's Point. There is the Shipmakers Guild, and then there is a small strip, almost like an alleyway, called Washer's Row, which is kind of just like a bunch of makeshift tents and other sort of like below grade places to stop at and have some laundry done. But near the Order of Smiths, you do come across a couple of different shops that have armor displayed in the window, as well as a couple weapons, but mostly armor. So you pick one and you walk inside, and you are greeted by a young male dwarf. And he sees Cade carrying the rosewood armor and says, "In all my days, I've never seen rosewood. What brings you here?"
Well, it's your lucky day, then I'm looking to sell it.
Really?
Yes. Cade grins.
Well then, this is my lucky day then. What's it worth to you?
I quickly look it over, trying to remember its actual value. Can I appraise it under my breath?
Yeah.
To myself, trying to remember.
Guidance.
All right, not too bad.
So
Dang.
typically a new set of rosewood is worth 50 gold.
All right. Kate just looks over at him and says, 40 gold.
The dwarf thinks it over, and he's going to just take a quick look at it himself, just to make sure that he's getting fair value here.
Yeah, I hand it to him easily and trust that he's just looking it over. He does own a shop in this town.
Does a couple of pensive beard strokes, and he gives you a little nod and says, "Yeah, 40 gold. This is a bit of an exotic type of armor around these parts. I'm sure if nothing else, it'll be a nice discussion piece for my customers. Let me go get you your money." And he hops down from he was standing on a box to be at the proper height. So he hops down and goes and gets you a small bag with your 40 gold pieces.
Say up and down excitedly, just do 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 do. Oops. And I hand it over excitedly and just say, "Thank you. I appreciate your business. Or giving you my business. You taking my business. Just thank you for buying my armor."
Tim,
What's up?
anything?
Yeah, I saw it. So at this, Cade, you feel a poke on your head as Dino is attempting to get your attention.
Just gonna look around and just kind of look up at the bird and kind of like squint.
You poke again.
I literally this time I was just like, yes.
Where's the clock?
What clock?
Clock tower. Do you guys know where it is?
Maybe. Okay, it just looks so bewildered.
Sorry,
I hope so.
I'm just having a laugh at this. It's just funny to me.
Yeah, what, okay, yes, so, what, I'm selling this things, what are we doing? Yes, sir, what, why, what? Cade says. What about Clock Tower? Yes, Clock Tower, the Clock Tower, what? Yes.
You know where it is.
I think so.
I hope so.
Cade's panicking now. And
Wait,
looking at everyone and going, what's happening?
At this point, the dwarf looks up and he says, "Clock Tower? What, you mean the shadow clock? Why on earth would you want to go there?"
We
Wrong
have
one.
some business there. There's nothing more we can say on that at the moment.
Cade just kind of looks over at him and goes, oh, also, how much do you know what these are? And I slide these unidentified arrows that I have. There's 4 of them onto the counter. I haven't had luck of figuring out what the hell they are.
Okay,
And I'm afraid to use them.
Those are the ones that you got like forever ago, right? Like in Thistletop or something.
I do have them parentheses, but in my character never rolled, so I in character don't know. But out of character, I do know what they are. They're Elfbane arrows, but I don't know. That's why I haven't used them in character. So I thought,
oh yeah,
there's
those.
an opportunity.
Yeah, that's what I thought they were. Just making sure. Okay, so yeah, he's going to. Will be a good check for him to make. Have him make like a crafting check, I guess, to know what they are. Or wait, no.
Also,
or wait, no. Yeah, spellcraft. They're magic. What am I saying?
cool.
He rolled a natural 20.
Nice.
He says, well, if you find yourself fighting elves, these will be good.
Kay just kind of looks and goes, huh, would have been. Well, good to know. Thank you. I appreciate it. And I just kind of flick him a silver piece as like a thank you.
He happily takes it and says, let me know if you find any more of those. My parents and grandparents, man, I don't know what it is. They don't like elves. I'm sure they'd love to get some of those. But
yeah, definitely.
I don't think it would be very responsible of me to actually give them to my family, but you know, just let me know. Let me know if you find more.
Kate kind of laughs and grins and goes, "Will do," because as of right now in their head, they're just thinking the last experience they've had with an elf was shit. And then I kind of look at him and I say, "Do you know possibly any like weaponsmiths around the area?"
Oh, sure. The Order of Smiths is, a few doors down.
Thanks, Kate says, and just scurries over there quickly.
Okay. Anybody else have business here, or are we just?
No, I'd probably be with the Order of Smiths. So yeah.
All right. So yeah, Edge is next out the door, following Kate towards the Order of Smiths. At this point, Ursuline's basically.
Follow him.
Yeah, Ursuline is outside when you leave. She made it over to where you guys were.
Well, hi there.
Oh, hi, dear. I sold my shit. Well, not all my shit, but some of my shit. I'm almost like at a reasonable level of carrying stuff. I look at everyone. I'm just like, I will get there. I swear.
Oh, well,
Jeez, I really gotta find a way to get you guys bags of holding.
That'll be the
What?
ultimate magical item for Cade.
Let's get Kate's strength up. Either one at this point will be
for most of
successful.
you. All right, so yeah, a few doors away, just as the kindly dwarven shopkeep said, is the Order of Smiths. As you might expect, there are many forges in here, as well as people to operate them. As the building itself is 3 stories tall, dozens upon dozens of large forges that are, most of them are in use. The first person to greet you is an older dwarf who says, "Oh, welcome to the Order of Smiths. What do you need?"
Supplies, weapon, and armor, if that is available.
Well, we got plenty. What type of weapon and armor are you looking for?
You have plate mail. Enchanted would be nice.
I wonder what armor would work best for me.
Yeah, we've got something about your size. Enchanted, though. Don't know if we got any of that, but all of our stuff is masterwork, so you can certainly take it and get it enchanted yourself. And
Fair enough.
he shows you multiple sets of plate armor, all of which is very finely made. No real dings or blemishes on any of it.
Can I, with craft armor, actually, I feel like would that work for like being able to spot out the one I think is the best?
That would be, you could make a craft armor check or an appraise check. Either of those works. Okay, and you're looking for full plate, right? Not like half plate or...
Yes.
Okay. So all of it looks pretty good. There's one set that you can't really put your finger on it, but it kind of just kind of speaks to you a little bit more, as you know, just gives you the sense like this is the one I want.
I'll ask the dwarf about it, and I'll say, "Is there anything particularly different about this set from the rest?"
Well, let me take a look, and he inspects each set of armor. The Order of Smiths, they have the person who makes each set of armor kind of imprints their sort of initials on the inside inside of the back, and so he looks at each one, and he comes to the one that you had asked about, and he says, "Ah, yes, this is made by one of our better smiths. You'll quite like this one, I'm sure."
Just choked on my soda so badly. I'm so sorry.
You okay?
Death upon you.
I literally went to say something in game and unmuted my mic only to die on mic, and I am so sorry.
It's cool.
Well, given your stature, I'm sure you know that the cost of the plate armor isn't lost on you.
I wonder if they have like specialty armors here. Do they? Like spider silk or any light armor?
Given that this is a Smiths Guild, probably not. They pretty much only work in like metals.
Well, they could have technically speaking, then they could have lamellar cuirass.
Curious.
Whatever. Don't correct my.
Also,
You know,
couldn't they possibly
curious
do
this.
stuff with mithril?
They could, yeah. They also might have, just from the other light armors, you can maybe get like a chain shirt. Not not a lot in the light family. There, it's mostly going to be heavier stuff.
Right then, so yeah, I'll ask about what. How much is the plate? You said was it 1,250?
The masterwork plate is 1,650.
And 1,000 with the total money that I've calculated so far, because you guys had there was the 300 GP from the horde minus the crossbow as well, so that's another 200 on top of that. So I have 1,110. I need an extra 500 from somewhere. What about the buckler I have? The +1 buckler.
Oh yeah, that would probably sell for the rest of it.
Does anybody else need this buckler?
You'd be the only one that could wield it, actually.
Yeah, you're good.
Because Dino is not allowed to use metal shields. So.
Did you add the 50 gold from the split of the 300 to my sheet? I don't want to add it if you
I believe I did. I think I added it
Cool.
to pretty much everybody's sheets.
I thought so, but I wanted to check in before I
did a sweep of sheets a couple of days ago. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I added it.
appreciate it. Sorry to interrupt.
So no, let's sell the buckler.
All right, so you offer up all your gold, well, all the gold that would be necessary to go with the buckler. The dwarf, he looks at the buckler. He says, "This is really nice."
It is, but I don't need it.
And it's enchanted, you say?
Potentially, from what I can tell, yes, it's not a specialized one, but it's definitely better than most.
All right then. The buckler plus 1,000 gold. You can take the full plate.
Done.
Gives you a firm handshake.
I gave him one back.
He removes the set of plate armor from sort of like the display that it was standing on, hands it over to you, and says, "Treat her well, and she'll do the same for you."
Right.
All right, so you now have a set of masterwork full plate. That is an armor bonus of +9. Maximum dex of +1, armor check of -5. It weighs 50 pounds.
Yeah, boy.
Look at Anki.
It would fall over.
I need to apply. Will you be able to apply the stats and the plate, or do I need to do?
Yeah, I'll take care of it. I got it.
All right, this guy had some good stuff. I'm gonna come back later. Actually, while as you're about to leave, I do ask him one question. Well, actually, so I basically, seeing the quality of the armor, I sort of pose an unusual question. So I would basically ask before they, like, one more thing. I know that you don't deal mainly with exotic armors here, but I do have a question about Dragonbone.
Dragonbone?
If someone were to bring some, would you be able to fashion it into an armor?
Well, I myself have never worked with something like that, but I know I've got a couple of men who are more than capable. I believe we could.
I'll keep it in mind. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Dream's gonna try and sell the short sword at the Spitz.
Okay, so yeah, you pull out the short sword. The dwarf looks it over. Let me just I gotta look up what the full value of that is. Right here. Okay. And then all right. So the dwarf takes a look at it. He says, "This one's enchanted as well."
Huh, didn't even know.
Right then. Well, I've got 1,000 gold sitting here from your friend. Seems like a fair price to me.
Yeah, I'll take it.
All right then. Well, that was pretty easy. His gold is now your gold. And he takes the sword, and you get
But I also
what?
Savage.
I forgot to sell the old armor that I have. I'm not going to be able to use the splint +1. Is there any
Oh,
reason for
well
me to keep
then,
it?
yeah, he'll take that too. That is gonna be. I'm on the wrong page. What am I doing?
Let's go.
Why can't they just put weapons and armor on the same page? All right, so splint armor or splint mail. He offers you magic armor. Oh my god, come on. There we go. Okay.
Now that I think about it, I probably should have bought Cade's rosewood armor off of Cade.
Oh, well.
Yeah.
He offers you 600 gold for the
Done.
split mill. Yeah? Okay.
Mm.
So he runs off to get you the money, takes the split mill with him, comes back with a pretty good sized bag of coins, and inside is the 600 gold that he offered.
Yeah, we'll just say that this was done during the transaction of getting the plate mail. That's up. You don't need to.
Yeah, we can just say it was all at the same time. But all right then.
Look at these businessman.
So yeah, big bucks for both of you, and new items.
Yeah, boy. Even better, new token. Let me show you the link just for later, so you can change it out.
After all is said and done, I'm gonna poke Edge in the head.
You hit metal.
Ding.
So I'm also gonna ask about if anyone wants to go with, besides Dream, to go sell weaponry or purchase
So what now?
weapons, because y'all have been selling armor and buying armor.
Well, the Dream just sold the magic.
Well, this is where
short
we are
sword.
going to sell weapons.
So yeah, you can sell it here.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't. Okay, I want to sell it at a weaponsmith only if I buy something better. That was my idea. But this guy doesn't have any weapons. You said.
No, he does. He does.
Oh.
They have mostly armor,
Okay.
but on display. But I mean, they certainly make weapons as well.
Okay, then yeah, I want to look at what you know what I was attempting to say. So yeah.
Yes, I do.
I want the look.
So the dwarf says, "Sorry, like breaking me right now." Says, "Right then, what sort of weapon are you interested in?"
Well, Cade unsheathed their masterwork on Seer and said something equivalent or better than this that might not be as heavy. And I handed to him to inspect because, well, he's gonna know his wares better than I do.
He takes a good long look at it, and let me see here. Says, So you're interested in spear type weapons such as this, or?
Well, anything that would help me do around the same amount of damage or a bit more, and a bit lighter that I can hold. And so something simple, I say.
All right then. He leaves and he comes back with a long spear, fairly similar to not Dream's magic spear, because that one's weighted, but the other one that he's used fairly often. It's got a darkwood shaft. It's got a iron tip that shines as if it's never been used before. And he says, "This might be up your alley."
Can I appraise it?
Sure.
Let's see.
Guidance.
Hey.
Yeah. So it's definitely a masterwork long spear. He says.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
He says, if you want something even lighter, I've got short ones.
No, okay. Well, how much does it weigh? Can I tell?
It's
Like,
light. It's
on the
lighter
whole.
than the Ranseur. Not by a lot, but it is lighter. Probably about 9 pounds.
Kay just says, okay, how much? Say if I were to trade you for the Rancier.
Well, this piece, it's quite nice to look at. I'd say it's an even trade.
Gabe shakes his hand and says, done deal. Thank you very much, sir.
All right, so you now have a masterwork long spear. I will.
I'm all set. I look around at everyone else and shrug. I'm excited. That's out of character.
Quickly change the.
Got new armor and a new weapon.
So it's got it has reach as a property, and it doesn't have disarm, but it does have a different property called brace, which means if you ready an action to set a brace weapon against a creature that's charging you, you deal double damage on a successful hit.
Oh, I like that.
It deals 1d8 damage rather than 2d4. Same critical multiplier of 3. And yeah, the range of 10 feet is just to indicate the reach. It's not a weapon that can be reliably thrown like a short spear could. But yeah, otherwise it's already all set on your sheet, and I will just change it in your inventory as well to reflect the weight. And oops. Okay, and we're good.
I'm excited.
Me too. At this point, the dwarf looks at all of you and says, well, is there anything else?
Kay just goes and looks at him and goes, do you buy rope?
I don't have very much use for rope, but there are
Fair.
plenty of general stores in the city that would probably take it off of your hands.
Then no, I think I'm all set, and I look at everyone else. Kind of like, what about you guys?
Ka.
I'm gonna look up at the bird above me and go, yes, I know, obviously, caw. Because I have no idea what that.
Caw, because caw is it's not a full sentence.
Oh, I'm sorry. Caw. There you go.
Swear to God,
Birds
don't
can't
aggravate the bird,
Birds can't
Ursula.
make Zerbert noises. You want to know why? They got no lips.
Ravens can make sounds and mimic things.
No!
Yes.
We're in the world of magic and pure imagination.
By the bird neck and throw him into the air. Can I do that?
No, he's gonna fly away.
I'll gladly roll reflex or acrobatics or something and do it real quick.
For the record, I thought you were asking that in character, and Kate yelled that at you.
No, I was asking that out of character if I can do that.
I realized after the fact.
All right. So, what would you like to do now?
I would like to grab Tito by the bird neck and throw him into the air.
Be like, he's on my head. Don't you dare lunge at me.
Do it. I'm doing it regardless of what everyone else thinks. I'm just straight up well, after the last caw, I'm just gonna grab him and yeet him into the air.
I'm just gonna like dodge downwards, trying not to get like punched in the face.
All right.
Imagine.
Go ahead and make a combat maneuver check then, Ursula.
What do I have to beat?
22.
Is it CMD or CMB?
It's CMB, but yeah, you have to beat Dino's defense, which is a lot. So.
What's his defense?
22. So.
Oh.
Good luck.
Nope.
Nope, not quite.
Yeah, I don't fail attempt. I just fly away.
Yeah,
wait, hold on. Oh wait, I want to see something. Oh no, it's not a stealth, so I can't do it. Never mind.
And besides, you've already rolled, so yeah, Dino evades by flying up into the air.
Then I'm gonna say good luck finding the tower because I didn't find it. I'm gonna fly away.
Bro, you're now within my airspace. I could just shoot you.
Please don't shoot the bird.
Technically, you're in Magnemar's airspace, but
do not shoot. Shoot. Do not. God damn it, Kate says.
Do. Take aim and fire.
Kate just looks at her and goes, I dislike you right now. We are not killing the bird now. We'll kill the bird later. I mean, wait, no, we're not killing the bird at all. Why is it?
You said it already. You can't take it back.
Kate just like face palms and looks at you. And goes, okay, well, we gotta find where that clock tower. Why? Kate just says clock tower is. I know.
The cock tower. Let's go find it with the snake lady.
There's plenty of cock towers in Magnemar. Let me tell you.
Maybe we could just ask them if they've heard of the snake lady living around here. Didn't the Raven show where it was?
I thought they were even told, So yeah, then. No, I'm saying I thought the Raven told Dino where it was, not showed him. That's what I was saying. Not that I know in character, but ta-da.
This looks oddly Umbrella Corp-like, and I'm not supportive of it. And so does this one. The Umbrella Corp is within this place, and I don't like it.
The Umbrella Corp.
I don't want to die.
The Umbrella Corp is currently America, but we're not gonna delve into that one. Anyway,
we on a ride.
So, how are you guys gonna go about getting your directions? Do you gonna just ask townsfolk, or you want to seek out someone specific, or do you want to just wander around until you find it?
I want to go to the highest point in the area near me and see if I can like see what would like a clock tower be, and then if I can't see anything like that gives me any information, I'll ask people.
Okay. I would say your search would take you towards the ports in the area.
Okay.
Hold on. Just gotta whisper. I have to answer. Okay. So yeah, you head on down towards the water. You can see the Shipmakers Guild to your right. You look across the water towards the where the iron span is. Go ahead and make a perception check.
Can I like go inside a building and ask someone where this thing is?
Yeah, go ahead. Just make a diplomacy check for gathering
Hey.
information.
Okay. It's so close.
Sorry.
All right, so Cade, you look across, and for a while you're looking at the iron span, you're looking above the iron span, you're looking in front of it, and then you realize that there's a whole section of the city that is under the iron span. And you notice a tall building in this area that looks like it's leaning to the side a little bit. And this building kind of towers over everything else in the area. And you think to yourself that, well, that might be it. Ursuline, you walk around town. You find some people who look a little sketchy, so you don't really go up to any of them. But you instead decide to go inside the Locksmiths Guild and ask for directions. And there is a friendly, middle-aged human man who, again, like some of the other people in here have or would have done, he sort of questions why you want to go to the Shadow Clock. But he explains to you how to get there. You basically are going to go sort of around. I'll use the ruler for this. You're going to kind of go around through the dockway. And then sort of underneath the iron span is a district called Underbridge. And that's where you'll find the Shadow Clock.
Okay. I'm just gonna ask him like, what kind of people are there?
Well, he explains to you that the Underbridge district is known as, well, as the name might suggest, it's known as sort of a seedy underbelly of Magnamar. There are some taverns that are populated with unsavory types of people. There are some rather poorly run brothels. There are some rat-infested gambling dens. There are some the living quarters in this district look pretty bad. And he says overall it's probably the most dangerous place in the city.
Nice. I guess I'll go relay this information to my party.
Okay, one sec. Just have to figure out something real quick. Let's see here.
There we go.
Just have to figure out something real fast before, because this is kind of important. Oh, damn, I couldn't do that. Hold on.
Well, while you're doing that, I fell asleep to listening to a basically summary of Dante's Purgatorio, and I'm sad because I didn't get to listen to it. I actually wanted to listen to it and learn what the book is about, but I fell asleep to it. And I got so mad when I woke up. I was like, damn, I don't even remember the whole book. It was 45 minutes of telling me what the book was about, and I fell asleep 5 minutes into it.
Oh, now you have a chance to listen to it again, at least.
Yeah, that is true. But I listened. It was the same guy who did. He did a summary of all three books: Inferno, Purgatorio, and then Paradise, or whatever the weird version of Paradise is. I'm really interested in it because I like that kind of mythology.
Yeah, I get it. I do too.
Do I have to make a check or something? What is Tristan doing?
So
yeah,
he was whispering me something that he wanted to do. So as you exit the Locksmith Guild and you begin walking over towards the rest of the group, you are hit in the head by a falling rotten tomato.
I then look up and shoot at Dino. I don't care if I'm in the middle of public with a fire. Nobody.
There's people around.
Like that.
There's very likely city
you
guard
are
around.
Shooting at a bird. Like, people are seeing you're shooting up at a bird that's being a quote-unquote nuisance in this hellhole of a town. So, like, I don't know how ridiculous people are going to react.
Your AC is 17. You better hope, you better hope that I don't crit on this.
Well, let's see. His AC is actually a little higher because he's a tiny creature, so he does get bonuses to that.
I didn't hit. Well, the second one hits, but...
let's see. His touch is 16. So, yeah, the first one doesn't hit. The second one hits, dealing 8 points of bludgeoning and piercing damage.
You just hear me go, pow, pow, up in the air.
So, yeah, you...
Everyone, I'm sorry. As you can see, there was a nuisance and something dropped a tomato on me.
Kay just looks at Edge and goes, "This is not the first time, nor will it be the last. They do this. They get into their shit with each other and cause mayhem and chaos, and you and I need to start walking the other way."
I forgot you can cast spells in wild shape now.
Not only affecting me, you're affecting everyone around me, too. Like, I'm shooting at you, and you are causing harm to civilians.
So, Ursuline, a burst of decay emanates from where you're standing and 10 feet in all directions.
How many civilians is this going to harm?
Within 10 feet of you?
Like, I'm standing in the middle of a walkway.
Good question. I'm going to roll a die. See how many there are. There are 3 civilians that are within range of this.
Oh my god, Dino.
Ursuline, go ahead and make a reflex save for me.
I mean, I surpassed it, but I'm worried about the civilians surrounding me.
Yeah, so Ursuline, you take 10 points of damage. As far as the civilians are concerned, fail, natural 1. Okay, 1 success on the save.
He's fine.
No, they're not fine.
I'm just gonna look around in horror and yell up at the sky with my fist. Dino, fix this now, or I'm shooting your dinosaur.
They all drop to the ground.
He's just looking at Edge and going, "See, this is why I said we should run now. Let's run. Away. like everyone else is. We don't know them,
All
right?
right, all right. I'm
Are they
flying. I'm
dying?
flying down.
Are they
I'm
dying?
going to.
I'm going to go
heal
stabilize
them.
them.
There are shrieks of horror from some other bystanders.
I'm just gonna go stabilize these people real quick.
One particularly skittish man says, "We're under attack. Get the guards."
I'm gonna look at him
Alright,
and
so
just
let
kind of
me
just smack him
see.
upside the head and go, "No, you guys are not. Well, you okay. Don't get the guards, please. Don't get
Which
the
of
guards."
the two civilians that dropped looks really bad?
3 of them dropped. And,
Oh, okay. Can I stabilize all of them?
Also going to try to stabilize them.
Make a heal check.
Oh, I have stabilize.
Oh, right.
Guidance.
You can stabilize one of them.
Okay. I will stabilize that person.
The other 2 are just dead.
Dino!
Nice going, guys.
Shame.
I look at horror around me. And I look up to the sky and I go, "Your dinosaur is dead!" And I start running towards Chomper.
I'm gonna run at Urson and go, "No, dinosaur doesn't die. We do not fuck with the dinosaur. The dinosaur is gigantic."
And I look at Kate, I'm like, "Dino just killed 2 people!"
I'm gonna look at everyone around here and saying, "Everyone, good night."
Yeah, but now I have to make that check too.
I
Yeah.
know. And hopefully the guy running to get the town guard does too.
Oh my god, wait.
So-
It's
Creatures with the fewest hit dice are affected first. So
okay.
this is going to remove up to 10 bystanders from the equation here. As I gotta make will saves for all of them. Let's see here.
Kate's so angry right now and
Natural
just looking up
20.
at everyone.
Success.
What?
Success. Fail. Fail. Success. Fail. 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 So
He was
Out
at
of-
6.
out of the 10 nearest bystanders, 6 of them go down into a deep slumber, whereas the other 4 are now even more terrified. And they run after in the same direction as the one guy decided to run to try and flag down some guards.
Stop one, flare them all, scream at the other one to halt, and look at everyone and say, "Please, for the love of God, no fucking guards!"
I don't think you can do all those
You're
spells
horror
at
of
once.
what's going on
We're
around me.
not in combat yet.
Can
Only
I
you guys
somehow
could
accidentally
screw the pooch
trigger
this
my hat
badly.
of disguise?
Yeah, I'm not there.
Yeah, I'm
Maybe
not gonna
one.
lie. I completely forgot that my thing is a 10-foot radius. That's my bad.
All right, hold
It's
person
okay. So
save.
I took my advice in the beginning and ran.
So
and
are we,
my
am I
dumbass
saving
went
against
beside
all of
Ursula and
Kate's
didn't.
things since I'm right next to Kate?
So, again, none of you need to save against the deep slumber because it affects up to, what is it, 10?
Yeah, 10.
10 hit dice of creatures,
So-
so yeah, that's all the bystanders first.
Literally holding the person that literally is that one-way alleyway. So like that one person's body is physically blocking the other person. The other person who said they're going to tell this guard is the one I screamed the command halt to, and the suggestion is to him and to be like, "Please, for the love of God, let me deal with my stupid friends.
All right, so
I didn't kill anyone. They're fine. They're sleeping. I promise I'll fix this." That's like my suggestion.
And I look
The-
at Kate and I go,
the
"You
saving
can't fix the 2 dead people that Dino killed!"
the saving throws are as follows: hold person, natural 20. The flare save that's a 12 that fails. Command is an 18, which succeeds. Suggestion also an 18, which succeeds. So
I didn't block the root out, but I did convince 2
so
of
you
them to
dazzled
possibly.
some. And now we have a sentient torch that is apparently speaking in the chat about burning everything to the ground.
I'm so glad.
I am amazed that this is where we've gone. And Cat hasn't even done anything. Cat didn't do any of this. This is amazing.
Cat, do you want to add to the chaos? Maybe Dream too.
Yeah, Cat and Jareem are just like, they're just standing there like, oh, this is fine.
Going down.
Sounds about right.
This is fine. We're just killing civilians and
Wait, no, am I still with them?
yes,
Yeah.
everyone is together right now.
Oh shit.
Dino, here's
I'm
what's
gonna
going
hide.
on. Dino
I'm sorry.
dropped the tomato on Ursulin's head. She decided to shoot him, and then Dino used an explosion of rot spell, which has killed 2 people and knocked out a 3rd person.
Three.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Cade puts 6 more people to sleep.
I'm gonna walk away like
Just
nonchalantly, like,
Edge is not even here.
All right, yeah. So Dream and Edge just go fuck off somewhere, and
Like they just act like they don't know us.
yeah.
And Kay's just frantically trying to tell everyone, like, look, I just put your friends to sleep. They're not dead. I didn't do anything bad. I just wanted everyone to calm down. Maybe not the best move. I'm sorry. But please don't get the guards.
There are. Make a perception check.
Can I somehow accidentally trigger the hat of disguise and then run away?
What are you turning into?
A child, I don't know.
All right.
A bystander. And I'm just gonna duck away and be like, not my problem anymore.
All right, make a bluff check.
Dino, just fly away. Oh, I say. I just literally yelled that out loud. Dino, just fly. Oh,
All right,
fucking
so
Christ.
Cade, somehow the other bystanders that you try to explain this to, they look more shocked than anything else. They're too busy trying to process everything to be angry or upset or wanting to run to the guards. You hear one person say, "Man, this is a normal thing over in Underbridge. When did that riffraff come over here?" And then you hear in the distance, you hear a few sets of footsteps that are coming towards all of you.
No.
Okay, like someone turns around and sees none of her party members there.
I know.
Child Ursulin is now like just blending in with the crowd as best as possible.
And I'm like waving my hands at Cade, like, come over here quickly.
Kay's just gonna look and just try to use their disguise kit that they got.
Okay, that's
Are we just leaving Chopper there?
The dinosaur can run.
That's even scarier.
Oh my god.
Yeah, me and Chopper are just gonna leave.
all right. Cade, how are you disguising yourself?
I'm going to disguise myself by grabbing like bits of like a cloak from one of the persons who was like fainted and like a walking stick from another, and like kind of make myself seem older than I am, since I like my skin's paler anyway. So I'm gonna like hunch over, just pretend like I'm one of the civilians before the guards actually can, and try to slip into the crowd.
Yeah, be my grandma.
All right.
So
Um.
I got a +2 on that. So I'm gonna just put that in temporary.
So
+2.
yeah, go ahead and roll a disguise check.
Okay, so I've used one of its 10 uses.
So 19. Yeah, you you make yourself appear older with the items that you take from the downed poor people. You also
What alignments are everybody again? Just out of character. What?
alignments.
good-
Yeah, that's gonna be up for discussion after this session.
It
Listen,
was new to
try not
be fair.
to hurt civilians, but Dino is different. Okay, Dino's not civilian.
In Dino's defense, he did have anger. It was a
Well, how did Dino move? And Dino does hot-headed things.
Moment of
I mean,
And then I at least stabilized the one person, so that person.
But I
didn't
tried, but
die
the two people were
too.
just straight up dead.
Man, this is gonna
Kill
be
people.
this is gonna be a really fun
Ooh.
session to watch back.
So
And
Dino's flown away. Ursuline's
keep
hidden,
score of.
unhidden. Dream and Edge have bailed. Cat was just not even associated with us during this.
Can we veto these last like 15 minutes, please?
No.
No.
No,
No.
No.
Oh, God.
no.
Why?
I cleared so much of this mess up already using so much of my spells. Do not take this from me.
Kate, you also manage in your quick disguise making. You also managed to make your skin tone look a little more human, to blend in, and by the time the guards arrive, there is. Well, I guess we really haven't settled where Chopper is hiding yet, but
I said Chopper's coming with me.
okay, but you're still a raven and flying.
Yeah,
so...
and you flew away after doing that bullshit, so you left Chomper there.
I did not leave Chomper. I went back and told him, "Hey, let's leave."
Okay.
He probably did chirp in the dinosaur's ear, although I don't know where the dinosaur's just gonna like nonchalantly run away.
Make
I
a
mean, Chopper wasn't involved.
make a stealth check for Chomper. It's not about Chomper not being involved. It's about there now being an unattended dinosaur walking around in the city.
I'd never leave Chopper unattended. Under any
Except for when you just
circumstance,
I mean,
that's what
And can he provide guidance for that?
he could now because he has the natural spell feat, so he technically could. So, yeah. 16. You and Chomper find a suitable alleyway to hide in.
I want Chomper to give Dino a very disapproving dinosaur look.
And then, yeah, by the time the guards arrive,
Everybody gone.
there are 2 dead bodies. There is one dying person, and there are 6 others who decided to just take a nap in the middle of Beacon's Point in late afternoon. So
Trying to fix it.
and there's a 10th person who is just standing there dazzled by Cade's flare spell. So this is quite a mystery for the guards, and
Me and Cade, the old woman and the child, are holding hands, and I look at Cade and be like, "You should have just not." I start to walk away with it.
Yeah, I'm gonna just start hobbling and just going while we walk by the guards, being, "Thank God you're here." And like, just keep going.
the guard, before you can walk away, the guard says, "Well, wait, what? You must have seen what happened here."
My eyes are not what they used to be. I say I'm sorry, and well, she's just a child.
Roll bluff.
I
That's gonna be a tough one to beat for these guards. There's 2 guards here, so
If they beat it with a natural 20, I have an idea.
2 sense motive checks for the guards. Oh my god.
Oh my god, why did I say anything? I'm just gonna start crying now.
I rolled
as
a natural
child.
20 and a natural 19. I'm rolling great tonight. So, the guards look at you, Cade, and then they look at Ursuline, and they're just like, right. Well, still, you must have seen something. This only happened a moment ago.
Okay, fair. It was kind of scary. Didn't really want to process it. But if you must make me say something, sir, a giant bird shot a tomato, and all this happened.
So you're telling me a bird dropped a tomato on someone, and all of this happened?
I'm laughing hysterically in character, looking at him, going, promise you I didn't want to say anything, sir. I think I'm insane.
One guard turns to the other one and says, "Have there been any escapes from the institution lately?"
Are they
And,
talking about Cade?
and,
Oh
and,
my
and the
God.
other and the other guard just the other guard just shrugs. It's like,
Kay just gains some composure and just looks at the guards and goes, "No, but seriously, that is what I saw. A bird dropped a tomato and chaos. I don't have an explanation other than that, and I wish I did." I'm looking around at every direction that my friends ran.
I'm just gonna tug on Cade and go, Grandma, I want to go home.
And I look at the guards and I go, "Please, my my grandchild was scared enough from all of this, and I have no way to explain it to them. Can we please go?"
one of the guards hands you a small piece of parchment and a quill and says, "Sure, you're free to go. Just give me your name and address and a way that we can contact you, and we'll be in touch when we figure out some more of the details here."
He just starts running through all the inns that they said. And I say, "Honestly, okay." And I just start writing something, crossing it out, writing another address, and I go, exasperatedly, "We're staying at one of the inns in the area. I wish, oh dear. I don't remember the name. You'll forgive me. It's one of the inns. It's one of the local inns. I swear, it's close. It's relatively close by." Cade just kind of panics and looks at them.
Right then. Well, we'll be in touch if we find anything. Move along.
Going to walk along, and I'm going to what's the woman's name from that we Foxglove, the wife's name?
Aisha?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna write my name as.
Okay.
Ooh, disrespecting the dead.
Man.
Love to see it.
Cade was on on the spot and panicked and knew they couldn't give their name. We're pretty stuff.
Well, that just happened.
I'm so glad we got away with it. Kate's expended most of their spells, but we got away with it. We murdered innocent people and left people almost dying and got away with it for no other reason than chaos.
We didn't do anything. Vino decided to do something stupid. I killed
I
three
played a practical joke. You shot me. I shoot you back. It turns out my spell affects more than just
shoot
you.
me, though. No. You had to go a step above and kill innocents.
Yeah,
He
that
did
was not
admit
that
that he
was
messed
not
up.
the goal. That was not the goal. All right, new spell. Completely forgot how it worked.
That's kind of the point of casting spells responsibly. Of course, that you don't know if someone's going to get accidentally bombarded by a fireball, but you're using a fireball.
You know what? First time for everything. It's fine.
We gotta go away from the chaos. We'll go over here.
Yeah,
We got this.
that was quite a lot of resources expended there for a prank, I must say.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah.
Yes, but dealing with having everyone absolutely arrested and fighting town guards in the town we still might need to be in, that would be worse.
Yeah.
Cade thinks.
Yeah, and also, I'm not so sure that it can still be called a prank when people end up dead, but
That's how you know they're
and
good pranks.
they just need to have more fortitude. It's not our fault.
Is not our fault. It's the way Kate thinks.
It's yes, you're right, Kate. It's not our fault. It's Dino's fault because he couldn't take
No. Kate smacks you
Ursuline
off the
starts it.
head and says, No. It's both of you and Dino's fault. Y'all went live ammo, lethal damage, in fucking public.
Yeah, but I shot up. It's not like I was shooting people. It's not like I was
No.
killing
Kate,
people.
nope. Kate casts Mage Hand and uses it to cover Ursuline's mouth and
Have
continues
they
walking.
caught up with Jareem and Edge yet?
They just use Evil Eye at this point.
Because I will say that Edge, if Jareem was also following suit, they would have gone to the underbridge to look for the Shadow Clock Tower while all this insanity was going on.
Yeah, I'm assuming that once we shake the tail, we were all going to the place that we all got the information because we all got pointed in the same direction.
Yeah, which is over here.
Let's go, Eggos. And I look around and go, well, one Eggo because the only Eggo I have is you. Okay. Kate just looks around and throws the cane and just looks at Oak and goes, okay, that was terrible. I'm never doing that again.
I just look at Kate and be like, how do I change back?
I don't. Oh, God. I'm just going to pick you up and just start walking with you on my shoulders and going, let's go. All right, this is happening. I'm not dealing with you being child-sized in a crowd like this. We're meeting up with everyone else. We're going to the clock tower.
Accidentally triggers Hat of Disguise, doesn't know how to re-trigger it to turn it off.
So yeah, we're all assumingly going to the place and with the clock and the tower and hopefully the 7 suns.
Incidentally, does word of what happened transpired reach the underbridge?
I mean, no way of knowing that right this second, but word. I mean,
but in the event that we do catch wind of it, let me know. Or if enough time has passed, that word of there being some sort of incident in that area.
okay.
I would say if it would, I will preface this right now. Edge, if he finds out that the party has been killing innocent people, it's bad enough if you would have been something evil. It's worse if you're just stupid on a whim. He's not going to be very happy about that.
Okay, Kate is
Yeah.
chaotic stupid. We know this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Cade
say
really-
they were innocent.
Okay, I would try to argue that Kate is no longer neutral, but is chaotic good, because they really do have the best interest in their heart is fix the problem and also not let their friends go to jail.
Yeah.
But I will admit I feel like my alignment changed.
Total chaotic party. Hell yeah.
No, hell yeah, because Edge is basically like the Punisher, and if he finds out and realizes what you've done,
I did no such thing.
Well, honestly, you won't figure it out because most of the people are just going to wake up and not have a clue what happened, and the guards aren't really sure what happened, and we're going to get the fuck out of the city, right? I'm looking around at Ursuline and Edge and going, right? We're not killing the bird yet, apparently, because apparently I agreed that we would kill the bird, just not now.
You guys openly tell him then. Like, here's the thing.
Well, you ran away. No, but my point was you ran away, so you at least saw things start to happen.
Right. Did I see
that? So that's all I'm responding to. The thing that caused you to run. I'm not giving you any more information. I'm just saying that, and you can poke at me if you will in character.
Well, it's mainly because, like I said, Like if something bad starts happening and people start doing bad things like that, Edge will know. Like I mean, he's a
Yeah.
paladin. Yes, it's natural to freaking detect good and evil.
Yeah, no, I understand.
Okay, just a heads up here.
We're on the same page, don't worry. I just wanted to clarify.
Then
We have, like, this is not the first time they've done this. Cade looks over at Edge and just says, but as you can tell, they worked it out. They're fine. We're all still a party together, and I'm assuming they're going to talk things out and meet us here. Well, Ursuline's here with us, so I guess
Right.
Dino just took the long route to get Chomper to us without being so absurd.
right, because I will.
Cade just tries to cover and bluff.
Edge
I'm
would
bluffing
also-
Edge right now.
You are? Oh.
Oh, God.
So yeah, sense motive, Edge.
Oh boy.
Because, like, obviously I know what everything that happened, and if you're asking me, I'm trying my best to, like,
Uh-oh.
skirt the truth, but tell you the truth, so I guess bluff
So-
is the right thing.
So yeah, Edge, you know that the whole truth is not being told.
Oof.
One moment. He's not going to say anything, but he is going to look very intense, even though you can't see his face, and he's covered head
Oh,
to
yeah, I
toe.
just see the arms, like, I just imagine, like,
Commence
this
angry
giant plate
helmet.
thing just
Yes,
crossing its arms and staring at
Yes.
silence at Cade. Like,
Yes.
that's what I'm
Mm.
imagining right now.
Exactly.
What should I roll in response?
What are you trying to do? Sorry.
He's trying to intimidate me into telling him more, like, just by looking and posing and crossing his arms, like, I'm gonna scold you like a school teacher kind of thing, and you're a child.
Oh well, that
Mm-mm.
intimidate roll is not high enough.
Oh, but it was worse than that, though. Realistically.
Oh yeah, I
Like,
know.
uh-huh.
I was just giving a gist.
Okay.
Like you look terrifying to Cade in general. So like seeing you
Okay.
try to intimidate me, like like see it in my head. Like the arms are crossed. I hear the middle of your plainmail armor just like clinking against each other,
Yeah.
and just like looking down at me, being like, "Oh, hi, yeah,
Right.
so yeah, they're Ursuline's here. Like I said, Dino's on the way. He went to get Chomper, and yeah, they get a little chaotic. Like I said, they'll figure their shit out. It'll be
Out of
fine.
character, Ursula did shoot him once when he sprayed the water, so she's prone to shooting people when they do pranks, apparently.
Yes.
Yes.
Specifically speaking, Dino, with the hopes
Howdy.
that one day I might
I
deafen
mean-
him.
You shot me when I sprayed water on you.
Oh, that's true. I
Like,
did shoot
what
you
else?
too.
Like, I mean, dude. Who does that?
How was I know it wasn't acid? How am I supposed to know you're not spraying acid on me, okay?
He essentially just sprayed a bunch of dead disease shit onto you, so like.
It was water. It was clean water.
Oh, not you. I was talking about Dino.
Oh.
And
See, the pranks only escalate, so my answer to every prank is a gunshot to the body.
Not a very good answer, because clearly it leads to this.
You're not one to talk.
Yeah, I never said I was perfect. Hell, I'm not even a good person, to be honest.
Yeah.
you went all robotic.
One
Ah.
more time, dude.
Fine. That was a pretty good one.
I was like on a beat and everything.
At least that is one of my favorite Daft Punk songs.
Oh yeah, it's a classic.
Regardless. So yeah, so I was saying that are you and Chomper back yet?
I'm gonna say yes.
Alrighty.
So
Okay, what is Dino's alignment now?
I haven't really decided how that's gonna move yet.
Yeah.
Is my alignment still the same?
I haven't really decided on that either.
God.
We're gonna talk about that after the game.
Yeah.
You guys are gonna stay after class.
Oh.
Is what's
Not like I
happening
did
here.
anything bad. I just shot Dino the way I always shoot Dino. You know, because
Dino was sick and tired of it. You shot me like 3 times in the entire campaign. I've done an inch of damage to you once. The first time I got angry and attacked you,
I'm
it
sorry.
killed others.
I
So
took 8
Dino's
damage to you
upset,
for
but
dropping a tomato on me, and then you proceeded to do 10 damage to me, which could have been a maximum of 20, and then kill 2 civilians.
and you had the potential to insta-kill me, and you took that risk anyway.
All right,
Because,
enough.
haha, I'm
The
funny.
chances of me
Okay.
insta-killing you are 1 in 20.
Enough.
Actually,
All right.
it's
So
1 in
let's-
20 and then
Never
1 in
zero.
20. So what are the odds of that? I would have to actually get the crit. I would have to first roll a natural 20 and then roll above your AC, which is 17. So the percentage of me doing that to you is very slim compared to the fact that you just killed 2 civilians because you like fuck it.
I mean, I didn't do
Can I
that much
just-
more damage, so was that.
Can I just say, like, let's not turn this into a pissing competition, okay? You both made mistakes here. Like, regardless, the escalation should probably not have happened.
Next time, do a
And,
different
and
spell.
nothing was contributed to it. And nothing good was contributed to it. So
Next
let's
time,
just call
don't
it.
shoot me over a fucking tomato.
How was I supposed to know it was you? I just shot. I looked up and I shot.
Tisk, tisk.
It could have been a normal bird. I mean, if it was a normal bird, it would drop dead and not actually do spot of rot.
I mean, like, just to be fair, nothing immediately bad happened to you. You didn't have to respond to the gunshot right away. Let's just end it there.
But that's not how it works.
It's just the tomato have acid on it.
That's
Then
not
you were
how
fine.
it works.
You didn't take damage. Your character didn't.
It was a
respond that-
rotten tomato being dropped midair. It could have been a
Wasn't-
grenade. It could have been a bomb. I looked up and I shot the adversary who was throwing shit
An
at me.
utter raven.
One of these days I'll actually crit on him, and then I'll laugh hysterically because I do it by accident.
Uh-huh. I wonder why I don't feel that bad.
Well,
Moving on.
yeah. So, where to next? And just as a
Clock tower.
well,
Yes.
No, clock.
Not a
Not
bad idea, but I want my spell back.
thing is with that is Kim decided
So-
that she was going to dip out. She's not really feeling up to
No,
it.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Um,
Okay, so then I guess Kate's gonna try to go recuperate all the shit that they just lost.
Yeah, it kind of sounds like you guys are going to want to rest before heading over there anyway, given all of the resources that were just expended.
Mhm.
I also would like to see if I can find somewhere to enchant my spear.
Ah, yes. Let me look.
I might as well follow suit and get the armor enchanted as well. So you can get the penalties negated a bit more.
Let's see here. Is there... Let's see, magic. Wait, no. Oh, okay, never mind. Yeah, there's certainly places in the city to get something enchanted. Let's see here. Over in the capital district again. There is. Let's see here. Let me scroll through my list of places here. Okay, no, that's a museum. That's a sculpture. That is a prison. Political. Okay, so back in the capital district, you all, god damn it, after looking for a little while, you eventually come across a building that does not have, there's no name on the front of it, but you do see a sign that has a circle and that is divided into many different sections, and each one bears a symbol of some kind that resembles one of the schools of magic.
Okay. So Kate's gonna go to the one that resembles the School of Magic and see what they can do.
Okay.
Same.
You and Edge enter, as well as anyone else who wants to enter. There is an old half-elven man behind the counter. The store seems pretty quiet, given the time of day. It's kind of late afternoon in one of the busiest districts in Magnamar, and you're the only ones inside the store. But this half elf greets you and says, "Welcome to my humble store. I offer all sorts of magic and excitement for all of my customers. What can I interest you in?"
Kate looks at him and says, I just recently purchased this Masterwork long spear, and I was looking to see if you might have any interesting enchantments I could add to it.
Oh yes, we have all kinds of enchantments. I'll put a link to the enchantments in the chat. There we go, magic weapons, and okay. All right, so go to this link and look through any of the this shop could do more than just the +1s, but all the others are probably out of your price range, but feel free to look through those and let me know which one you're interested in.
Okay.
Edge will inquire about something about trying to think. Oh yeah, the penalties that come normally with heavy armor and such. You know, like the -6 to climb and etc. What because I had the list up here right now for magic armor and shield special abilities. What's the name of that called again? Because we have adamant, for example, which negates critical hits. But what's the other ones? Like cushion.
The one for reducing check penalties. Let's see here. Nope, that's not it. Is it this? No. Let me see here. would be the why is it not listed here?
I look at him and I'm gonna ask about enchantments like Called and Ghost Touch, and which one he would think would be a better use.
So, the special ability for reducing armor check penalty is going to be Comfort. It's a -1 to the penalty. If the full plate were made of mithril, that would be another couple off the penalty. Let me see here. There's one other thing. There's this other thing. This is more of a modification than an enchantment. This would be something you could go back to the smith for. It's called a Nimble Modification. It increases the maximum dexterity bonus, reduces the armor check penalty. However, the AC bonus of the armor is also reduced by 1.
I'll leave it then. And most I'll look for the enchantment. My dex is also not. Comfort. How much is the enchantment? The list here says like 5,000 GP. Is that accurate?
Yeah. I mean, in most places, that's going to be about plus 5,000.
Oh wow.
To do that.
I'll leave it for now then. Thanks.
No worries. Sorry, Allie, you had said something too. I didn't want to forget about you.
Just thinking of using the Called enchantment so I can essentially teleport it back to my hand if I yeet the spear.
Yeet. Yeah. Let's see here. Called. Okay. Yeah. That's gonna be let's see, that's gonna be a cost of, okay, it's just a +1 bonus cost, so 2,000 gold is what that'll be.
Cage just kind of looks around and goes, well, never mind then. Because I don't have enough.
Now.
But now it's good to know because I was genuinely curious and I haven't ever really enchanted anything. So Cage just thanks him for the information, hands him a silver piece for just the information at his time, and notes down that Called is something they want to enchant the spirit with.
Okay. Would anybody else like to? I mean, I know a couple of the others have had weapons enchanted already, so actually all 3 of you have at this point. The others.
Ask if he wants to purchase the Reaper's Mask that I have.
Okay, let me find the value of that. So you show the Reaper's Mask to the older half elf, and he looks at it, and he's not really sure what to make of it. He says, "This is this made from people?"
I am not sure, but I know it has some powerful magic attached to it, and magic I do not feel comfortable messing with, and felt like it should go into the hands of someone who is much more of a practitioner of magic than I. And well, you literally have a shop for it. Cade just kind of shrugs, trying to seem like innocent.
His spellcraft check was not good. He says, "Well, this is certainly an evil item here. I don't know what
Cade looks.
I don't know what it does, but there is some genuine malice and just on some kind of, I say unspeakable, but I'm not even really sure the nature of myself, but there's some kind
Cade
of
kind of nods
bad in this mask."
and puts it away and goes, "I understand. I will find a more appropriate place to dispose of it."
Well, I mean, I'd hate to turn you away, but I simply don't know enough about it to offer you a fair price or to even know what it does myself. And without that, I simply wouldn't want to take the risk.
"I understand," Kate says, and I look over at Edge and say, "Well, I guess you want to head back to the inn and try to rest up."
Yeah. Sounds
And
good
I
right now.
nod my thanks at the shopkeep and head out the door.
All right. Any other business before heading back?
I don't think so, no.
Going once, going twice. All right.
Yeah.
So, you all head back over to, let's see, is it Keystone where the inn is, I think? Yeah. You head over to the Platinum Pick. There's a decent number of people inside. Actually, I should move you to the map because I have a map for this one. Big Chopper. Can't forget that. Yeah, so
Chopper.
you head inside, and the same dwarf is manning the bar.
Kate just kind of breathes a sigh of relief and walks up to the bar and orders a mead, as what they've come accustomed to enjoying after a long day.
He serves up the mead, and he says, "Geez, what did you guys get into?"
Chaos. Utter chaos. The city is full of chaos. Sandpoint, so small. This city, so much chaos. And I just, like, finish the mead. Like, just down the rest of the thing.
Well, yeah, if you're from Sandpoint, then you're certainly you're certainly in for a bit of a surprise when you come here.
You can say that again, Cade says. Orders a meal, just like whatever stew or soup that they have on, like, that house ready, and then another meat and some water, and then asks for a room again, or if our rooms are still ours, or if I owe more, and like kind of stumbles over all of that.
Put you guys in the wrong district in the regular maps. I'm changing that. He says, "Yeah, you know your rooms are still yours until you tell me you're leaving. So don't worry about that."
Cade nods their thanks and gets ready to eat their food.
Says, "Yeah, I'll go fetch your food," and he hops down and sort of like barks the order into the kitchen. Hops back up. Other drinks for anybody else?
Take an ale.
Dream will have a drink.
All right, so
Dream's gonna have one.
he gives Dino an ale. Dream, what would you like?
I'll have an ale too.
All right, 2 ales. Puts the drinks up and he says, "You know, it's funny. I heard the strangest thing happened today."
Cade's eyes slightly go wide. Oh yeah, what'd you hear?
Yeah, I'd heard a couple people just dropped dead.
Oh, that's terrible, Cade says, like pausing from eating, trying to
Everyone
seem
gets
surprised.
angry and orders a drink and be like, I don't want to talk about this.
Oh, did you know about this already?
Yes, one of my friends died.
I'm terribly sorry to hear that. Were they the one that was hit by the tomato?
Yes.
Okay.
Arizona says, gritting through her teeth.
Cade's just slightly hyperventilating right now.
You know, if I ever get a chance to talk to the assailant, I'd have to ask, because you know I can't help but wonder, you know, what sort of height that someone would have to drop a tomato from to kill somebody.
World
You'd
may
think they would
never
need
know.
a bird's point of vantage, wouldn't you?
Sorry, what was the last thing, Ursula?
A bird's eye view, I mean, sorry.
Yeah, I
I was
suppose.
thinking like
Suppose
point
so.
of vantage from a bird.
It would probably have to be from some super high vantage point, I guess. Because you know, I mean, a tomato that's not a heavy object, and it's relatively soft. And
What I heard was that the tomato was imbued with the magic properties of rotting, so that everything around that person just died.
Not a trait for tomato, but anything's possible, I suppose.
Yeah, that's so strange.
I need food and a long rest.
Right.
Upon hearing what was discussed, Edge leaves the room, leaves the dining hall to his room, and kicks the table on his way out, very visibly angry.
What's gotten into him?
Cade just looks around and goes, "He's had a very long day. If he broke something, I'm sorry. I'll pay for it," Cade says in between sips of their mead.
Looks like the table's all right. Either way, it's nothing I couldn't fix. Don't bother
I said
yourself with
chair,
it.
but don't worry.
Oh, chair. These a table. Sorry.
No, I said chair.
You
But,
said chair.
don't
Okay,
worry.
so yeah, the chair just flips over. Well, not flip. It kind of just turns on its side, like hits the floor, makes a noise.
Yeah.
From across the room, the bartender just looks at it and says, "Doesn't seem to be broken. It's not the worst that's
It
ever
raised
happened in
the
this
sighs of
this place."
relief. And just rubs their face and goes, "This is gonna be a long day tomorrow." And goes, "Thank you for your food, sir." And just goes asking how much I owe for it. Trying to just like shift the conversation away from what happened in town.
Well, for the drinks and the food for all of you. 2 gold apiece. Just
Kid pays for everyone. Just hands over about 6 gold.
yeah, that sounds about right for everyone that actually asked for things. The bartender just he's still like kind of on this. He's just like, man, I really wonder what could have
Kid just
what could have done this and why.
chaos and misunderstanding.
Maybe. I gotta say, if this was something that was planned, I really love to pick the brain of the person who planned it.
Cabe at this point just laughs and goes, "I don't think this was planned. This didn't seem planned from what I've heard from everyone here."
Yeah, well, you're probably right.
I hope so, Kate says.
Right then, and he starts like attending to other customers.
Relief.
All right. So with all of you, well, most of you who stayed around, enjoying food and drinks, the night wears on. Not much. Not much of any disturbances occurring in the bar. The patrons seem pretty content to just enjoy their food and drinks and be on their way for the night. As the night winds down, eventually you all decide that it is time to take your rest for the evening. So you all head upstairs. And, I think given that Kim had to leave and given my own personal struggles today, I think we're just going to stop here for now. And then we'll pick up next week with you guys. Presumably heading towards the Shadow Clock for the confrontation with Zanisha. I would say all things considered, still a good session. I had a lot of fun. Hopefully you all
I did too.
It was a fun session.
Yeah.
Fun is what matters.
And clocking in at only about half the length of last week, so I'm sure that's kind of welcome after we went for like 5 hours. So
5 hours, maybe.
some definite conversations that have to happen after this session regarding alignment and such, but we will not bore our audience with those on stream. we will handle that out of game, and maybe I'll work that into the recap for next week. We'll see how it goes. But until then, thank you all for joining us tonight. We hope you have a good and safe week as we say goodbye to summer pretty soon, and bring in the fall.
Wow.
Oh no.
So
I actually like fall. Bittersweet.
oh, I love fall. I'm excited.
Pumpkin spice lattes will be back.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Or
I don't fuck with any of that. I just, me like personally like fall beers are my favorite. I love fall weather. I love like the changing of the leaves and all that. Those are my personal favorite fall things. And
I feel that.
and football and hockey are back, so those are the big ones for me. But anyway, we hope everyone has a good week, and we will see you next Sunday.
Peace out, Cub Scouts. Thanks for being here.